everyone, this is Sean Techno. Welcome to this honest review. Of course, all my reviews are honest, but my honest review on the laser tag BRX by Battle Company. I'm going to try to make this review as short as possible because I guarantee you, you guys would have not have wanted to watch my review before I was going to upload. It was like 29 minutes or something like that. So I'm going to try to condense this review to about 10 minutes. And I really need a stopwatch for that. But anyway, here we go. For the newbies, I'm Sean Techno. I'm visually impaired. That's why my eyes may look a little different. Now let's talk about this BRX. And newbies might be saying, well, wait a minute, you're blind. How are you playing laser tag? I love laser tag. Laser tag is awesome. But I've been holding off on doing this review of the BRX because I honestly can't recommend it. And I'm going to show you quickly what it does, and I'll tell you why I can't recommend it. So let's start off with the box really quick. I don't care about the box either, but let's just show it to you. There's the box, and there you go. If you guys can see that, okay. And moving the box back and forth just so you can see it. Okay, there it is. And so you'll recall that I reviewed the X-Shot Blaster. And my one gripe about the X-Shot Blaster is that it didn't have a wireless headset. This does. This is the wireless headset. So, let me see, camera. If you guys notice that I put my hand in front of the camera, that's why. This is the wireless headset. This is the back. This is a rechargeable headset. This it loosens to fit any size head, and it also comes with a rechargeable plug to plug in the headset. And this headset's far more updatable. The gun is far more updatable. It's the most accessible gun if you're looking for a blindness. If you're looking for a gun that a blind person can use, it's the most accessible, audible-wise gun out there. So essentially, what you do, I'm gonna take the headset out, then take the gun out. You loosen the headset like so, and then you loosen it to your desired size, and it feels a little bit snug. Loosen it again, and then you put it on like so. And you look all snazzy for the camera, I suppose, you might say. But honestly, and in all honesty, it does fit well. It still needs to be a little bit more adjusted than that, but you can do that. So now it actually fits well. I like the feeling of the headset. And as you can probably see, there are 4 sensors in the headset. You know, if I turn my head, you guys can probably see the sensor, and most importantly, let me turn this chair. You guys can probably see the sensor in the back. So that was a big gripe of mine. Sorry for the chair turning. And yes, the gun did just fall. Excuse me for a second. So big gripe of mine with the BRX, or I'm sorry, with the X-Shot. You know, it's kind of hard to concentrate when you're doing something else. Anyway, a big gripe of mine was that it did not have the gun, or the sensor, that is, the goggles, glasses, whatever, didn't have the, what I was wanting in the gun, and that is a back sensor on the headset. Because, you know, you could potentially, you know, cheat. And so this one does not allow you to cheat. It screams or it doesn't really scream. But let me show you the blaster. I'll go over it a little bit. So, included with the blaster, we have the blaster itself. Let me see where the camera is. Okay, there's the blaster itself. You guys can see this. If this moving bothers you guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to get the whole blaster in frame. Let me back it up so you guys can see it. See the nice rubber grip? That's actually really, really nice feeling. The handle, or I apologize, the barrel rather, not the grip. The handle, the grip is very good as far as how it feels. The trigger is nice as well. The reload is actually really good. I wish it was something that more blasters did. And to top that, sorry, okay, to top that, here's the reload trigger. This comes with a 6AA connector. So this, you can connect 6 regular AA's to this pack, and you cannot reuse the rechargeable battery with this gun. So included is a rechargeable battery, as I stated, the gun itself, the headset itself, the battery pack for 6 AA's itself for the gun. And how much is this going to cost you? Well, that's a good question. So it's going to cost you $380 for one BRX blaster. And you might be saying, well, Sean Techno, why would you pay that? Well, now it's opinion time, isn't it? So just letting everyone know, I purchased everything that I review myself. I don't get sponsored. So anything I say, I am going to say it. And it may be harsh like this time. I don't know anymore. I don't know why I pay this. Big reason that I say that is not to be rude, not to be mean, not to be crude. Because when I first bought this blaster, I knew that it had firmware updates. And I'm just going to get this out of the way, show you the blaster really quick, and then close. So, what the blaster can do and then close. So when I first bought this blaster, I thought I had, I believe I knew it had firmware updates because it actually has a micro USB port on this headset and on the gun itself, on the rifle. And so I said, all right, well, that's fine that the iPhone doesn't work with it now, but I was assuming the firmware updates were going to fix the iPhone non-working issue, that it would only work with Android for the time being. That's not the case. If you have this BRX, the first generation BRX, I'm looking to see if I'm pointing at the camera or I'm pointing somewhere else. There we go. And if you have the first generation BRX, this is hardware Android only, not software, hardware Android only. So you need to spend $380 if you want an iPhone version. I'm not doing that. No laser tag system is worth $380, especially twice. So spending $700 and not being able to get a discount, and frankly, I felt like the staff were being dishonest. They could, if I were them, I would have clarified something like, just so you're aware, this is not hardware compatible with the iPhone, which I honestly think is stupid. If you're gonna make a product, make them both compatible, not just one, not just the other, both iOS and Android. That's just my personal opinion, but I'd do that before spending $700 again, and that's just the Christmas bonus that they had. So you'd be spending more for 2 BRXs. I mean, you have to at least play, right? So let's quickly show you what this does. This has the best vibration, best audio feedback I have heard in all laser tag systems I have reviewed thus far, or ever. But it's just not worth it. The fact that you can't play with the iPhone, unless you have an Android phone, that's a really big letdown right there. And the thing that you might be saying is, well, hang on, does this thing have any games on board? It better. Yes, it does. Let me show you. It's going to get louder.
Welcome to Battle Company. Select a game.
So by default, we have 4 games. And so here they are.
Deathmatch.
Sorry.
Survival. Free-for-all.
Okay, so it actually just said headset connected. So free-for-all.
Deathmatch. Supremacy. Survival.
So
headset connected.
It basically is saying that you can select from those 4 games, and it's like Halo or Call of Duty type of theme that we're going with here. So like Supremacy.
Survival. Free for all.
Okay, so free for all is what free for all is for every gun.
Free for all. Deathmatch.
Deathmatch. That's like a team based game.
Supremacy.
Supremacy is like a character based game. So let's go in there.
Lives.
Okay, and except for the Phoenix LTX, I'm trying to do this so I'm not wasting your guys' time. I'm trying to do it fast. So lives, I've never been able to select lives on another laser tag gun. The only gun I can compare it to is the Phoenix LTX, which allows you to switch lives, either 10 or 25 shots, I believe it is, until you're dead. Something like that. That's the only thing I can compare this to. But you can select lives. So we have unlimited.
1.
Oops. Okay, so 1 was the last thing that I chose. So it does remember that. It remembers your weapon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And it remembers your game time as well. And your respawn time. So it remembers this. So there's clearly some
1.
good features of this gun.
3, 5, 10, 15. Unlimited.
So unlimited lives. Yep, that's what I like.
Game time. Off.
I don't want any game time, but you can have
30 minutes. 20 minutes. 15 minutes. 10 minutes. 5 minutes.
and it will let you know, 1 minute left or something like that. It'll let you know, 1 minute remaining or something like that. So let's go with off.
Off. Respawn time.
Respawn time basically is just, how much time do you have to respond? Let's say you're gathered by your favorite tree. I don't know. This is just a dumb scenario, but it could be true. You're gathered by your favorite tree and you want to just, regroup. You get to choose from this menu.
Off.
Oops, sorry.
15 seconds. 30 seconds. 60 seconds. Ramp 45. Ramp 90.
So anyway.
Ramp 90.
It counts by fives when it goes 30 seconds, 50 seconds. I believe it counts by fives. So
15. Off.
Off.
Volume.
Okay, volume.
4. 3. 4.
Okay, so it's on volume 4. Let's go volume 5.
5.
Okay.
The Resistance. Join a faction.
So you can join a faction. So I told you it's like Halo.
The Resistance. Nexus. Vanguard.
Let's choose Vanguard. Oh, sir.
Vanguard.
All right, now I'm going to hit the trigger.
Choose a class.
Technician.
Viper. Brave.
Technician.
So there are only 3 characters within each faction, which I don't like. I wish they would update it. Maybe they have, but they don't really send out emails or anything, so I have to go check. So, Viper.
Technician.
Viper.
All right, yeah, Viper. Okay, cool. Then I'll do the reload handle.
Feel the sting.
And this gun does vibrate. And this does have headset detection. So if you let's put it this way, your players will know if you've removed your headset.
Headset removed.
So you definitely have been called out on that. So let's turn off this. All right, let me tell you my final thoughts. Oops, sorry about that. All right, there we go. All right. So, final thoughts. I like the gun for what it does. I really, honestly, and truly do. The gun is really cool. Make sure I turned off. Okay, yep, I did. All right. I like it for, that it has all these audible features, but I can't recommend it because of the app. And I know, people are going to say, Sean Techno is whining about the app again. Doesn't he ever stop? And let me just tell you something, okay? All the other guns that are actually, no, there have been one family of guns that have had apps that I have. And that is the Laser Ops Pro family of blasters. And those blasters, I can't use the app accessibly, but with assistance, with visual assistance, which I wish I didn't have to have, but reality is I do have to have it. I can actually use the app. I have to literally switch to an Android phone in order to use the call sign app. Yes, there is one for iOS because they have a second generation BRX out. But I was told I would need to pay $700 if I wanted the BRX second edition, even though I was not told the first time that this BRX, the first gen BRX, was not hardware based, only Android compatible. I just assumed and thought, like anyone would, I would think, that this is iPhone and Android compatible, just the firmware hasn't been updated yet. That's my big issue. I mean, if you're gonna make a product, make it for both platforms. Don't make it for just one platform, because that will really irritate people. Because, I'm not switching to Android at the moment because they still have some bugs they need to work out. So in short, I wouldn't recommend it. The customer service, I don't feel, was very honest. And that's all I'll say about that. But would I buy it again? Absolutely not. For a group play, yeah, I guess. I would not buy it again, but let's say, how about this? Would I recommend it for the, would I recommend this at all? I'd say probably not. No, because you're not going to want to spend $380 on one BRX. I don't care if it's first gen or second gen. I don't know how much the first gen costs, but the second gen, you're not going to want to spend $380 on this. I did this because I wasn't trying to be dumb. It was because I thought that, everything was going to be right. Like the iPhone was going to be included as far as app usability. And I bought this because I thought that, that this gun was finally going to be accessible, because I spent 4 months, like I said, searching for the best laser tag accessible gun. I like it for the gameplay. I really do. When you don't update the characters, kind of makes for stale gameplay. So I would recommend it if you are really into laser tag. If you're just a beginner, no. I'm sorry, no. I know it's a lot of no's. I'm maybe being a little dramatic, but I would not recommend it for the just casual game player. I would recommend it for someone who's really into laser tag. And that's why I bought it, because it was like, okay, this is cool. It talks, it tells you the lives, tells you when the lives have been depleted, so on and so forth. A lot of things, a lot of cool things. This headset, in addition to receiving damage, also gives damage as well. So you have a melee weapon on the gun that you push, and it will actually make the character make like these slashing something with a knife or something like that, and that will do splash damage onto your opponent's headset, causing you to die. Depending on how close you are and stuff like that. And these guns are awesome. They go like up to 600 feet, I think. But for, I don't know. Now, I guess you could buy it, but then if you wanted to. So I'm kind of mixed. Do I recommend it? Yes and no. Yes, because it's really, really cool. No, because on this BRX at least, you're only limited to iPhone. Or, I'm sorry, to Android. So the new ones, you can play with both. So if you want to buy a BRX, they are compatible with both. But no, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. Definitely fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's the most fun laser tag system that I've have. But just not worth the hassle. Anyway, that's my review on the BRX. I just want to, I wanted to be honest about this, and as much as I do like it, I can't recommend it. I can't. It's just way too expensive for a gun. Is my last reason why I'm not recommending this. For a blaster, it's just way too expensive. I mean, unless you're going for commercial gear, don't buy this. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time, and I apologize if the video did go a little bit long, but until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, keep enjoying your laser tag, and let me know if you guys like the BRX or if you guys have a BRX, and let me know if you have any questions about it. And please keep your comments respectful. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, sorry.